Welcome to another episode of Furry Charge Podcast.
It is number 7.
We've come a long way since the first one,
Yep.
which I believe was around Christmas time.
It's been a few weeks since we've had one up too, and
We got lazy, we ran out of
No.
stuff to talk about.
it's not really lazy. It's just we kind of wanted to change up the format, and
Yeah.
I mean, at least how it looks on here.
For me, I got lazy and we had other stuff to do, like building the art. As you noticed, we've done the art streams, and we're putting up an art tutorial step by step over time.
As always, though, we would appreciate if people send in topics to talk about on here.
Yes.
It doesn't need to be current news. It doesn't need to be drama or anything. It can be what you'd like us to talk about anything. It's as long as furries are talking about it, it's going to be furry related.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been, the usual. Isolation still.
Yep, with no end in sight.
And the last time we had talked about, partially, that we talked about doing at-home cons.
Mhm.
At least what people are calling at-home cons.
Yeah.
As far as I've heard, it's basically just you register for a chat,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have video on.
Different
That is from
panels at different times. You have an artist section, you have dealer's den. Basically everything you can find in a con, but online instead of in person.
So it's basically artists or fursuiters doing streams, and they host the streams,
Mm-hmm.
so people can watch different people on there.
Just to
It's-
keep the fandom going in whatever way we can.
It's kind of like how they do with gaming streams. They do like charity ones where they can
Mhm.
possibly have. They have a lot of ones where they have cons or meetups just like furries do, and there's like thousands of people that show up. So I imagine they also have the ones where they host people online to show the games and stuff, and they have big charity streams and stuff like that for it.
Mhm.
I don't know if they did charity for these.
I didn't go to the
At-home
down
con?
home one. I briefly went into the, I think it's called Mini FurCon on the Discord channel.
Mini FurCon?
I wasn't a huge part of that. There was a place to chat, place to show your art. There was dealer's den sections. So it was trying to be like a convention except on a Discord server, not at an actual hotel space or any other places that furry conventions are held in person.
So as of this recording, which we're doing it, the down home was this past weekend.
Yes,
It was the first, second, and third. Something
believe
like that?
so. Of May.
So it's over. I mean, hopefully it went well for whoever wanted it
Yeah.
to go well. You had your own kind of discourse over it.
Well, not big discourse. It's just I trying to get the feel of a furry convention. Except if you're gonna have it online, why do you have to make it so selective?
To limit whoever is in the artist alley.
Like I get if you get like hundreds of applications, you can't have everybody. But
I doubt they did that.
this is online. If they're listed online
Yeah,
that you can scroll through, why
I-
have such a limited space?
I
for
get
them?
dealer's den in real life. You got limited space.
Yeah,
You
physically.
got overhead. You got people that need to give in like the tax forms and stuff like that. They need to have everything like compartmentalized there.
Mhm.
Online, if it's just a page that has a bunch of artists listed, I don't see any.
There's
issues
no
with space.
physical limitations
Yeah.
other than maybe listing so many people that you can't go through everybody. But
Do you know any other names for like the cons, different ones besides the down home? You said Mini.
Mini FurCon, they have a Twitter page with a link to Discord. Press the link and you can join the server by a text message that you use as a code to.
Is that
Basically.
one over though?
It's ongoing.
Ongoing
From what
for
I
when?
understand. It's not just a specific weekend, it's just ongoing.
I see. So are there other ones that are doing the specific times? We're gonna have to find them out. We'll try to put
Yes.
some links.
I don't know everything. If you know others besides Down Home FurCon and Mini FurCon, feel free to describe them in the description below.
Yeah, you can
Or
say them in the
comments.
comments if you know any other that are coming up. I'll try to find some.
Yeah, but the only two that I can think of are those two that we mentioned.
Yeah, but you did say that there's much more of them, right?
Probably. I would imagine
That
so.
you had seen yourself. Didn't you see a bunch of them listed?
Those are the two big ones that I know. I wasn't really paying attention to.
Well,
The
I
rest of
know Picari showed a lot of them, which she shouted out this podcast.
Thank you so much if you're
Thank you
watching
very
this,
much.
Picari.
Yeah, it helped quite a bit, and we're always happy with the help on it. We're trying our best here.
Yes.
But I'm pretty sure she had shown quite a few of them on there. Maybe I'll try to find out.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot more than that.
Yeah.
I prefer in-person conventions over online conventions, so I wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention to how many there are in their names.
I haven't seen them, so I don't know how well they went.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I kind of forgot it was this weekend. I may have tried to, watch a little bit just to see how it goes.
They're much easier to forget than in person because you're busy doing your own thing and it slips your mind.
We're always working on some type of video.
Yeah, working full time. I'm working on art. You're doing videos.
Yeah,
so
we're trying to keep something going.
Yeah, real life just gets in the way,
Mm-hmm.
which is another thing that I feel like in-person conventions are better than online, but that's personal preference.
To end this topic here, though, do you think these should continue? Like, even if we're not stuck at home?
Yeah, they're an interesting idea. They've never been done before, and it's a cool concept. I don't know how well it works actually playing out, but it's a really interesting concept to try out during these trying times especially.
Well, like, I can imagine them not calling them cons anymore and just having, like...
meetings, like fur meets, but online.
Like, maybe throw charity and stuff in there.
That would help out artists and just have fun.
Like, one of the big gaming ones is, like, Games Done Quick. They do a lot of charity. So I could imagine furries could do something like that, and they could...
I mean, there's a lot of potential for it to have its purpose even outside of isolation when we're able to go outside again.
Well, you gotta kind of use your imagination as to it being a con. It's basically just watching people stream online.
It's the best we can do right now.
It's the best you could do right now, but when everything goes back to normal, it could still be a thing that people do just because some people can't get to the cons. And stuff
that's a good point. Like if you don't have any cons local to you and you can't afford to travel out of state, those could be an option for the future.
But all in all, it's a good idea. I mean, for either now or later, it's a good thing to have around.
Like we said, it has its purpose with charity, with allowing people who couldn't normally go to convention have kind of a con experience.
And I'm sure that people eventually get, like, if there was any like bugs and things in it that made it worse than what it should have been, they'll get them all fixed up and people will get more into doing them and they'll get better and better.
That's entirely possible.
I mean, I honestly wouldn't mind hosting something like that myself, but I'm sure it's a lot of work. It's a lot of hosting other people. You have to know, like, probably Google Hangouts.
Yeah, just looking through the Discord of the mini FurCon and, like, seeing all the different chats that the admins have to pay attention to, all the scheduling they have to do. It's a lot. But
all in all, pretty cool idea, and if anything, it sprung out of what's going on, and maybe we'll have something different from now on.
Possibly. We'll have to see what the future holds.
Yeah, let's see what happens with them.
What do you guys think about it? Do you think it'll be a good idea to keep it going in the future? What do you guys think will happen with online conventions or fur meets in the future?
Or if you actually saw ones and you want to talk about how you feel about them, go ahead and say it in the comments.
Yeah.
But that's really about all on this topic, though. What do you think?
I think so.
Yeah, next one?
Yes, next one.